Hey guys, what's up? It's NWA 941, and everybody's been asking where have I been at, and do I have any vids coming soon? And this right here is just gonna be a quick update of where I've been in airport and what I have planned for the future. And it's just some quick routes that you'll see in my airport and where aircraft are going. So I'm gonna start off by saying, just been working really hard. So it's hard to focus on the airport and collect as much as I can, but I still always on airliners.net, jetphotos.net, looking at new mods, seeing what I can get. Still love the aviation industry, and still thinking about pursuing a career in aviation. And I still love the passion in collecting, and I'm still watching everybody's videos. I just been working really hard. So with that being said, this is just a quick update. Also, I have planned Northwest or Delta actually their new Gemini releases. I don't plan on getting the 747, but the 737-900 I plan on getting, and the A320 I plan on getting. A320 is a former Northwest bird, and the 739 is not even in the fleet yet. So I think it's going to replace a lot of the 757. So that being said, let's get to the video. So first I want to show Air China Cargo. This is going to be headed to Beijing Capital Airport via Anchorage, Alaska. So it's going to stop there. Evergreen International. And my airport is Detroit based. So everything you see is, some is real, some isn't. Some of the carriers. Evergreen International is going to be headed to New York John F. Kennedy. And it's going to continue on to Belgium. So it's doing some charters. This is my cargo ramp, and that just pushed, and it's about to fire up and get on its way. FedEx MD-11. This is one of my prized possessions. It's a rare model, really hard to find now. I got it when it first came out, actually in the airplane shop in Miami, Florida. This right here is going to be headed to Tokyo via Anchorage, Alaska also. This FedEx 757 right here, this is going to be headed to, we'll just say it's headed to Vancouver, British Columbia. This right here, 767-300 UPS, headed to Louisville, Kentucky. And then it's going to do some remaining flying throughout the U.S. Spirit A319, headed to Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. Allegheny U.S. Airways Retrojet that's going to be headed to Charlotte Douglas. PSA is going to be, or PSA Retrojet U.S. Airways headed to Philadelphia. And we'll show you Orlando Magic AirTran, more appropriately headed to Orlando McCoy International. AirTran 717 also is going to be headed to Orlando, Florida. Actually, we'll say it's going to Atlanta. I'll just say it's going to Atlanta. JetBlue, headed to Boston Logan, General Lawrence. It's boarding up. Then we have our United Express Q400. That's going to be headed to Chicago O'Hare and continue on to Newark, Liberty. Then we have our international, British Airways. That's about to, actually we'll just say it came in. And that's came in from Heathrow. It's the Heathrow service, once daily. Lufthansa, once daily also. There's going to be the A330-300. Turkish, headed to Istanbul, also once daily. Air France, Charles de Gaulle, once daily. And it has some connecting services through Delta and the SkyTeam carriers, also Aeromexico and different SkyTeam Alliance airlines. So that's going to be headed to Paris, Charles de Gaulle. Then we have our Delta A330-300 headed to Amsterdam Schiphol. Also Delta 767-300 headed to Amsterdam Schiphol. This one right here is actually just pushing back. And this one right here is, I guess we'll say it's being cleaned. That's a cleaner truck. You can call it catering cleaner. The trucks are very similar. Pilot doing his walk around, fuel. Delta 747-400 just pulled in. They pulled it in from the hangar. going to start doing some work on it before its flight to Tokyo Narita. And if you want, you can adjust my schedule however you want. Aeromexico 737-800 headed to Mexico City. It's going to be going through Miami, Florida, but it heads to Mexico City. Also 753 Delta is going to be headed to Portland, Oregon. 738 Delta is going to be headed to Los Angeles International, LAX. 757-200 E-Top certified with the winglets, former TWA bird. This is going to be headed to Manchester. And when I say Manchester, I mean Manchester, United Kingdom. Delta 763, we're going to say they took the winglets off because they weren't stable. It was having some problems, so you can see the maintenance working on it. This is my Delta hangar. We have another bird in the hangar, engineless, brand new engines for it. Some CFMs right there, plastic around it. And the plastic is actually, I want to say like saran wrap or, some plastic, you can get at your local grocery store. So we have that, makes it look realistic. Alaska 739. This actually was headed to Orlando, Florida. And it had some maintenance problems. It was Seattle to Orlando, ended up stopping in Detroit because something happened with the pressurization system and they had to make an emergency, so it's getting some work, and they're actually going to bring in another plane and head the passengers back to Seattle. I'll just say that's the storyline. Also, you can see the 747 landing gear in there. 752 in for a tire change. As you can see, it only has one tire. It fell off, so I gotta super glue it, but we'll say it's in for maintenance. So that's my small maintenance area, blast pad, control tower, fire station, and so that's those main terminals right there. Remote stands. Show you, we have our Delta Airbus A319-100, and that's going to be headed to Europe. It's going to be a basketball charter. As you can see, the APU up to it, tug, and we'll be waiting for our basketball players to come soon. It's going to be headed to Europe to do some basketball charters. If you know Delta, former Northwest birds, some of them like the A319s, they are VIP configured, about 56 all business class seats, first class seats, only 56 of them, and it's a few that they keep around for charters. Allegiant, this one's going to be headed to Honolulu via Las Vegas, Nevada. This actually right here is going to be going back to Las Vegas, and then it's going to do it's going to get back to the East Coast, going to do some Florida flying through St. Pete, back and forth. So, but right now it's going back to its base. They're just both here through charters. Roycia, IL-96, one of those beautiful, ugly plane. It's in town for a Russian-U.S. meeting. It's a VIP, and it's just a good-looking plane. I recommend it. Then we have another Russian bird, Soviet bird, AN-225. Just you can see how massive it is. It was actually bringing some stages in for a concert, and it's just been busy. It came in from Houston. Now it's over here. Then it's going to be headed back to, actually across the pond. It's going to be headed to Hahn, Germany. Do some more charter work. Delta 737-700. This plane right here is going to be headed to Mexico City, along with the Mexican Aeromexico. Then we have our Southwest bird right here, 737-700, headed to Tampa via Chicago Midway. SkyTeam Jet China Eastern is going to be headed to what's a good Chinese city? Let's just say it's headed to Beijing. I can't even think of any Chinese cities, but it's a really good looking bird. Just love the length of the A340-600. Pakistan International headed to Lahore via Manchester Ringway International in the UK. Great airport. I know they fly through there. And that is one of my favorite models It has a beautiful paint on it. It's like a cream based with a white, and the tail with the green is just, it has the gold. It's just a really beautiful model. Phoenix has the rolling gear. I'd recommend it for anybody. If you can get your hands on one, get it. Etihad headed to Abu Dhabi via London Heathrow. Good looking model also. Royal Jordanian headed back to Jordan. Queen, I can't even think of her name, but it's going to be headed back to Jordan. And this flight right here is actually going to stop in Toronto. Then we have our Emirates A340-500 headed back to Dubai via London Heathrow also. And these all my Middle Eastern carriers are going to be taking a nice rest before their flights back. C-17 U.S. Air Force Globemaster 3, beautiful plane. Ramp is down. We're just going to say it was in here doing some support for President. It also has some cargo on it. Right here has a dismantled aircraft, Black Hawk, whatever. And I got those two from like a Herpa pack a long time ago. So, I mean, they just add a little detail. They look pretty great if you ask me. Air Force One in town, meeting with the Russian president. China Southern headed to Anchorage, and it's going to do a continue on from Anchorage to China. So that's pretty much an airport. Like I said, oh, one quick thing. People keep saying there's more than one of these, the AN225. There's not more than one. This is the only one. The other one is used for static testing and test, and it's just the airframe. It's no wings. In fact, it's bare metal, just a fuselage. So nothing, you know, it doesn't fly. It stays in Kiev at the Antonov test facility, and it doesn't fly. So I'm sure there's only one. There's more than one AN-124. There's numerous ones, but with this is the one and only. So this is that. And show you more in depth. That's my airport. You've seen it. Like I said, I have a few Deltas planned in the works, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I hope that you continue to watch. And this is just an update of where I've been and how I've been, what I've been doing. Like I said, I'm still watching everybody's videos, and I still enjoy. Oh, and somebody asked about this right here. This is a Matchbox plane. You can see the plastic wings. It's just not even, it's no detail. I wouldn't destroy a real Gemini Jets plane. So, don't think I would do something so horrible. So, anyways, like I said, comment, rate, subscribe. Watching everybody's videos. If you need anything, feel free to contact me through a message, comments. I appreciate the feedback, but I mean, if you really want to get through to me, I don't see all comments, but I always get messages. So, like I said, send me a message, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. NWA 9401 saying, thanks for watching, guys.